Crown isn't fit to run a casino in a state where it doesn't operate one, but it is in states where it does.
What we've seen is a systemic failure that needs to be addressed.
Crown is not too big to regulate, and we need to work out how best to do that.
That's because each state and territory has responsibility for regulating gambling businesses like casinos. The report of the New South Wales inquiry says that isn't working.
The state-based era is over. It has shown up its limitations. They're always playing catch-up.
Despite the national and international spread of casino and gambling operators, there is no unified model for casino regulation across the nation. The report makes it clear. Fragmented state and territory laws about gambling give organised criminals and money launderers the advantage over regulators. The report calls for one set of rules to give greater protection for casino operators to the disadvantage of organised criminals.
States are in the best position right now to regulate the casinos and the gambling industry, but what we've seen is that they've systemically failed.
Having one set of rules and one regulator with the powers of a standing royal commission could provide the stability needed.
What we need is a commission that's able to manage the conflict of interest that exists between states and the industries that they regulate.
That conflict of interest is money. State and territories regulate industries that prop up their budgets with billions of dollars. 14% of the Northern Territory government's revenue is from gambling. In our biggest states, it's more than 7% of income.
If it's not up to the state regulator, which has the responsibility to do it, who is going to do it?
The federal government essentially took control of the regulation of online gambling by making every state and territory pass identical laws. The same could happen for casinos.
There's no doubt that the Commonwealth Government has the power, if necessary, to regulate this sector, and I think it would be a positive step to see one regulator regulating Australia consistently.
A decade ago, Tony Robinson was Victoria's gaming minister. He says state regulators can no longer watch over larger and more complex gambling companies.
The way in which the different states have been regulating casinos is not fit for purpose any longer. These are systems that were designed from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s.
The man who took over from Tony Robinson as gaming minister agrees.
Casino regulation may need its own bespoke authority, and I think that's something that the report yesterday went to. It's something that we've been giving some thought to for a while now.
Getting a national agreement on stuff is tricky, and going from start there, we're talking months if not years. We don't have that time. We want to get cracking.
The outrageous scandals of Crown resorts, including money laundering and consorting with criminal gangs, weren't exposed by state-based regulators or the corporate heavyweights on the board. They're exposed by the media and denounced as lies by the company until proven true in Commissioner Bergen's inquiry. A national regulator might be the best way to restore confidence in the sector. Leaving Crown without a licence for a casino it hasn't opened, and big questions about the ones it does.